Gentlemen, have you noticed that after 50, things downstairs just don't work the way they used to? Maybe your erections aren't as firm or lasting as they once were. Maybe your stamina fades halfway through when it never did before. Or that reliable morning wood you counted on is now unpredictable, leaving you feeling frustrated, embarrassed, and less like yourself in the bedroom. If any of that hits home, listen closely. I am a board-certified urologist with more than 20 years treating men exactly like you every single day in my clinic. And I'm here to tell you straight, this isn't just an annoying intimacy issue. Poor circulation after 50 is your body sending up a serious red flag. The tiny blood vessels that fill your penis for strong, reliable erections are the exact same vessels feeding your heart, your brain, and your prostate. When flow slows down, you're not only looking at weaker erections and lower stamina, you're facing higher risks of heart attack, stroke, and even a shorter, lower quality life. Most men brush it off as just aging and reach for a pill. But the truth is, you can support healthy circulation naturally and powerfully with 5 simple foods you can buy at any grocery store. These aren't trendy superfoods or expensive supplements. They're everyday items that work with your body to widen blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and get blood moving where it needs to go. Today I'm laying out exactly what they are, why they work, and how to use them starting this week. You'll feel more energy, firmer erections, better stamina, and real confidence returning. But stay with me until the very end, gentlemen, because I'm going to reveal a hidden mistake most men make, a tiny daily habit that silently destroys your circulation and cancels out everything these foods can do for you. You do not want to miss this. Let's get started. The first best food I want you to know about is beets. Now, a lot of guys hear beets and think of that earthy taste their mom made them eat as a kid. But as a urologist, I call beets nature's circulation rocket fuel. They're loaded with dietary nitrates, compounds your body turns straight into nitric oxide. And nitric oxide is the exact molecule that prescription erectile medications try to copy. Here's the simple science most men never hear explained clearly. Picture your blood vessels as old garden hoses that have stiffened and narrowed over the years after 50. Plaque builds up, inflammation sets in, and the hose gets kinked. Blood can't rush through like it needs to. Nitric oxide from beets acts like a gentle hand, loosening every kink and widening the hose so blood flows freely again. More blood reaches the spongy tissue in your penis. Think of it like inflating a balloon properly instead of trying to fill a flat tire, and you get firmer, longer-lasting erections. The same improved flow eases pressure on your prostate and takes strain off your heart. Clinical studies show men over 50 who add beets or beet juice daily see measurable improvements in blood flow and erectile function in as little as 2 to 4 weeks. The hopeful part is how easy this is. You don't need a fancy diet. Grab 1 medium beet, roast it with a little olive oil and salt for dinner, or blend it raw into a morning smoothie with an apple and some ginger to cut the earthiness. Even a glass of beet juice 3 or 4 times a week works wonders. I had a 57-year-old patient, let's call him Mike, who came in worried about softening erections and low stamina. He started with 1 roasted beet most nights. Within a month, he told me his morning erections were back. He lasted longer with his wife, and he even had more energy for his daily walks. His blood pressure dropped to bonus for heart health. Now, here's the fear factor you need to hear. Ignore circulation and those stiff vessels keep tightening. Erections get weaker, prostate issues can flare, and your heart works harder than it should. But add beets, and you're giving your body the raw material to fix itself naturally. Beets are powerful on their own, but they become even stronger when you pair them with the next food I'm about to share. Most men already have this one in their fridge and still aren't using enough of it. Stick with me, this one might be the easiest win of the whole list. But here's what most men don't realize about the second food on this list. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are absolute circulation superstars, and after 50 you're probably not eating nearly enough of them. Like beets, they deliver a heavy dose of nitrates that convert to nitric oxide, but they also bring antioxidants and folate that protect and repair the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels. Let me paint the picture with a simple analogy. Nitric oxide is the traffic cop keeping blood moving smoothly down your arteries. Without enough of it, traffic jams form, less blood reaches the penis, erections weaken, stamina drops, and your prostate doesn't get the fresh oxygen it needs. The antioxidants in spinach and kale act like road crews, filling in potholes and clearing debris so the highway stays open for decades longer. Research backs this up. Men who eat leafy greens daily show significantly better vascular health and far lower rates of erectile issues as they age. The best news? This is ridiculously simple to fix. Throw a big handful of fresh spinach into your scrambled eggs every morning. It barely changes the taste. Blend kale into a smoothie with banana and berries, or steam a side of greens with dinner and drizzle a little olive oil on top. Aim for 2 solid servings a day. That's it. I've seen patients in their mid-50s light up in follow-up visits after just 3 weeks. One guy told me, "Doc, I didn't believe it, but my erections feel fuller, I'm not as tired during intimacy, and even my prostate numbers looked better on my last labs." He felt like himself again. Without these greens, low-grade inflammation keeps stiffening your vessels like rust inside old pipes. Erections suffer, stamina fades faster, and heart risk climbs. But add them consistently, and you're protecting your entire circulatory system from the inside out. Leafy greens and beets work together like a perfect team. But we're not stopping there. The third food adds a completely different layer: sweet, colorful little powerhouses that fight inflammation and keep your vessels young and flexible. You're gonna love how good this one tastes. The third best food for circulation after 50 is berries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries, even raspberries. These aren't just a sweet treat or something you add to cereal. They're packed with flavonoids and antioxidants that actively repair and protect your blood vessels from the damage that piles up after 50. Here's the science made simple. After half a century, low-grade inflammation starts acting like rust inside your arteries, making them stiff and narrow. Flavonoids in berries work like rust removers and protective liners. They reduce that inflammation, improve vessel flexibility, and help nitric oxide do its job even better. Large studies following men over 50 found that those who ate berries regularly had up to an 11% lower risk of erectile dysfunction because their circulation stayed healthier longer. Better flow means the penis fills more completely, erections feel stronger, and stamina lasts longer. Your prostate benefits too because reduced inflammation there means fewer nighttime bathroom trips and better overall comfort. The solution couldn't be more enjoyable: 1 full cup of mixed berries every single day, fresh in season, frozen in a smoothie, or even over plain Greek yogurt as an evening snack. No fancy prep, no bad taste, just pure, delicious medicine. Patients regularly tell me the difference is noticeable within weeks. Stronger morning erections, improved endurance with their partner, and that satisfying, full feeling returning during intimacy. One 62-year-old patient said it felt like someone turned the volume back up on his sex life. Ignore berries and inflammation keeps building, slowly choking off blood flow and making every other food less effective. But add them, and you're giving your vascular system a daily tune-up that pays off in the bedroom and beyond. Berries give you that anti-inflammatory edge, but we still need something to keep the blood itself healthy and free-flowing. The next food delivers omega-3s that thin your blood naturally and fight plaque buildup. This one is a true game-changer for long-term heart health and bedroom performance. The fourth best food is fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines. These aren't just healthy protein, they're loaded with omega-3 fatty acids that support circulation in ways the first 3 foods can't match. Science explained the way I explain it to patients. Omega-3s reduce inflammation throughout your entire body, keep blood platelets from getting too sticky, and maintain the flexibility of your artery walls. Think of them as the high-quality oil that keeps the engine of your circulatory system running smooth instead of letting gunk build up and seize the works. Men over 50 who eat fatty fish 2 or 3 times a week show better overall blood flow, lower blood pressure, and measurable improvements in erectile function in study after study. More blood reaches the penis faster, erections respond quicker, and stamina holds strong because your heart and vessels aren't fighting upstream. Practical solution: aim for 2 servings a week. Bake a salmon fillet with lemon and herbs. Grow mackerel or toss canned sardines into a salad. If fish isn't your favorite, a high-quality fish oil supplement can help bridge the gap, but real food always wins. My patients report stronger, more reliable erections, noticeably better endurance during intimacy, and even less joint pain because the anti-inflammatory effect works everywhere. One 55-year-old told me after 2 months, "Doc, it's like the blood is actually reaching where it needs to go again. I feel 10 years younger. Without enough omega-3s, sticky blood and plaque keep restricting flow, making erections harder to achieve and easier to lose. But add fatty fish, and you're protecting your whole system for the long haul." We've covered nitrates, antioxidants, and healthy fats. But there's one final food that ties everything together with powerful sulfur compounds most men have never heard about. This one amplifies all the others. And then I'll share the hidden mistake that could be sabotaging every bite you take. The fifth and final best food is garlic, yes. Plain, everyday garlic, raw or lightly cooked. It contains allicin and sulfur compounds that relax blood vessels, boost nitric oxide production, and keep arteries flexible longer. Let me break down why this matters after 50. Allicin acts like a natural traffic signal that tells your blood vessels, open up wider, let the blood through. It reduces stiffness, improves flow to the penis for firmer erections, supports prostate health by lowering inflammation, and even helps your heart pump more efficiently. Studies confirm that regular garlic use improves circulation markers and erectile function in men our age. It's the perfect closer that makes the first 4 foods work even harder. Easy way to add it: crush 1 or 2 fresh cloves, let them sit 10 minutes so the allicin activates, then add to salad dressing, stir into vegetables, or mix with honey if the raw taste is too strong. Do this daily and you'll notice the cumulative effect. Patients often say their whole system feels looser and more responsive, better blood pressure, stronger erections, and improved stamina that lasts. Now, before we finish, I promised you the biggest reveal, the hidden mistake most men make that silently destroys their circulation, even when they eat these 5 foods. Most men never realize this until it's too late. Here it is: pairing any of these powerful foods with high-sugar, ultra-processed junk sodas, fast food, packaged snacks, or even healthy sugary cereals and energy drinks. Those items create massive spikes in inflammation and oxidative stress that literally cancel out the nitric oxide you just worked so hard to build. Sugar coats your blood vessels in damage, making them stiff again and undoing the garden hose widening, the rust removal, and the oil change you gave your system. One soda or burger might not feel like much in the moment, but over weeks and months it clogs the pipes faster than the good foods can clean them. I see this in my clinic constantly: guys eating beets and salmon, but still wondering why their erections aren't improving. This is why. Gentlemen, you now have the complete blueprint. Add these 5 foods, avoid that one hidden saboteur, and you can reclaim strong circulation, firm erections, lasting stamina, and real confidence well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. It's never too late. Your body is incredibly resilient. When you give it the right fuel and remove the sabotage, it heals faster than most men believe possible. I've watched patients in their late 60s get their sex lives back and feel more alive than they had in years. You can do the same. Start small this week. Pick 2 or 3 of these foods and add them consistently. Cut the processed sugar where you can. Your penis, your heart, your prostate, and your future self will thank you. If this video gave you the practical steps you've been looking for, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss straight talk from a urologist who's in the trenches with you every day. And drop a comment below right now. Which of these 5 foods are you going to try first? Or which one do you already eat and want to know more about? I read every single comment, and I love hearing what's working for you. Thanks for watching, gentlemen. Take care of yourselves. You've got this.